It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. First carry for James Conner. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. This defense for the Rams, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. They'll try and run forward with Conner. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
And that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3-and-out. They did. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Murray again. This is Conner. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Conner again. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 42 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Ernest Jones there for the tackle. On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now Murray. Steps away to his left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aaron Donald, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting him score a touchdown versus holding him to a field goal, that's absolutely huge for the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
And here comes Matthew Stafford leading the Rams offense out there. And just as he did last season when he captured his first and the Rams' second Super Bowl title.
And what a performance in his last game. Couple touchdown passes, that was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
On 1st down, Stafford here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On first and 10. Stafford. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's Allen Robinson who caps things off with a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting on field only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
They'll toss this out right for Connor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And that is incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. After the turnover, here's Murray. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. 2nd down and 3. Here's Murray. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Nifty move, and he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Out of the gun, here's Murray. On the slam, complete to Hopkins. Touchdown, Cardinals! DeAndre Hopkins with career touchdown number 70. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Extra point good by Cleveland. It is 19-7. Just And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Rams at 2-0 here to begin the season. And off to exactly the start you're hoping for. Nothing for the fan base to complain about, at least not yet.
I like the way that you phrased that. Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a long ways to go. But they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way if they stay in that mode throughout the season.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. From the gun, here's Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, down at the 33. On the counter, this is Akers. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll go again here with Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now it's Stafford. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Connor up the middle. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Murray giving to Connor on the option. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And the Rams now coming out on the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you open up lanes for your runners.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. They find some open field here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
He's got it. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, a 22. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. His second rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Rams will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Gay is on for the point after. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. First down, Murray. Screen pass to Connor. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. Green's got it over the middle. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing on first down is Murray. Caught left side Hopkins. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first and 10, here's Murray. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Throwing now is Murray. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before half from Murray. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's intercepted at the goal line. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. Complete. Jefferson to target. It's a room to maneuver. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there for L.A. 45 yards.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And they're going to speed things up here. Akers will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Matthew Stafford with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads you into bigger errors.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And here's Murray on the keeper. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
From just shy of midfield, Murray looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Connor. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Murray now. Murray fighting, lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved, and that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Going right back to Akers. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
22! Alert!
3rd and 2. Stafford throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. And that's going to do it. Clock hits 0. They're not going to get another playoff timeout. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll run here with Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the fourth quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Murray going to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Back out onto the field comes Allen Robinson. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Down to about the 37.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Stafford. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Aaron Donald able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw is Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They run behind center with Connor. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd and 6. Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status,
they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And the Rams getting set to go now. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 61 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers.
Touchdown, Rams! Van Jefferson, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray, it's caught on the right side. Williams. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So 3rd down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. Here's Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Murray, one final try. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.